every year there's that movie that comes out and everyone dresses up that year. So this year it's Squid Game. We're just gonna agree that everyone's showing up as a Squid Game character this year.
For sure.
And there's gonna be the slutty Squid Game character too, in her one piece with her number. There's gonna be everything. But if you want to dress up as Squid Game, I would say this is the year, because once you surpass the year the movie came out, you just can't
You're old
do it.
news.
You're old news. You cannot do it.
Yeah.
Chemical X.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Chemical X podcast.
I'm Katrina.
I'm Valentina, I guess. I didn't have time to plan my name here. Well, Regina. What am I saying? I'm Regina. Okay. Fail. And it rhymes with Katrina. I'm Regina. Guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And also leave us 5 stars on iTunes, or if you listen on Spotify, then don't forget to follow us.
Guys, so I just came back from Vegas and I have no voice. So that's how you know I partied hard and it was quite the trip. So if you're wondering why I sound like a man, well, there's your answer. A lot of partying.
Exactly. Is that why you dyed your hair red? For everybody listening on audio, guys, I'm going to say we have a different hairstyle today.
Yes.
Okay? We're different people, like we said. It's not your go-to girls here.
It's really fun to switch it up, though. When you're so used to yourself and seeing, brown hair every day, when you get to be like a ginger, it's like fun. I'm going to switch my name too.
Is that considered ginger?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
What would you consider it?
I would say like copper.
Okay.
But come on.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I tried this wig on with no makeup, and safe to say that this is definitely a wig you better have a full glam on.
Any wig, actually, you put it on with no makeup and makeup. My wig is getting to my head here, guys. I almost got in a fucking a southern accent. So, any wig you put on, you better have makeup on, because it's over from there. Yeah. Also, I have my sister's dog as my prop. He's been making appearances lately. You and I, we're a good team. Anyways, he matched my outfit and I said, what am I? Who am I, guys? Am I Regina? Am I any of the pink wearing blonde bitches in every Hollywood movie with a cute little dog? I'm one of those. Pick one.
Yeah. And what am I exactly?
I don't know, the frog that I kissed, I guess. Yeah.
I'm like a magician /
don't know.
Burlesque dancer. I don't know.
There's a lot of things that are going on here, but I would say it's not your first time wearing an outfit that you didn't know what you were.
Every year, actually, that happens where I dress up in a costume and everybody says, sick costume. What are you?
It's because you need to plan in advance, even though I don't know what I am, what am I going to tell people I am when they ask me? Because you can't start switching it up. Like one person you're saying vampire, the other girl you're saying black angel. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
You just have to stick to it so that people just believe it, because you're so sure.
You have to say, you didn't see that movie? And then they're like...
They're like, what? What movie?
Well, speaking of that, I fucking hate people that are like... those I don't want to say entitled. Entitled's not the right word, but the people that'll dress up as a character from a movie, and then you're like, who are you? And they're like, come on, you don't know who I am? But they're wearing like a mole and a pair of glasses, and you're like, no, who are you? Come on, you've never seen Blair Witch Project? And you're like, hey, shut up. Yeah. No, I didn't see season 3, episode 6 of The Office. I don't know what you're dressed up as.
I'm also not the person, though, to get insulted when I do dress up, because I'm like...
Oh, no. Tell me I'm whatever.
I always want on Halloween a sick costume that I can say I know what I am, but I don't mind if people don't know what I am. As long as I look hot, cool, slutty, and original. I
mean, that's the big... It's like... When you want to be original, you need to immediately give up the fact that anyone's going to know who you are. It's just, if you weren't going to be original, everybody was going to know your costume. So you have to pick one.
It's so true.
Are people recognizing your outfit, or are you original? Is this costume available at Spirit Halloween in a thong, or is it original and you made it yourself and you glued everything on your own?
and which is what I did this year. So stay
It's not
tuned
a
for that.
even on this outfit going on.
But yeah, guys, before we get into Halloween, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my Vegas trip. Just got back. It was supposed to be a three-day trip. It ended up being 6 days. And if anybody's ever been to Vegas, 6 days in Vegas is like, start jumping off the balcony. Like, it starts being long, especially when you're partying every day and you're doing every single thing that involves alcohol, no sleep, and
Another club.
next club. That's what I was this trip. And I actually truly believe that they put something in the vents, even at the hotel, because I could not sleep more than, I think the 6 days I was there, I slept a total of 10 hours. I'm not even joking. Like, our eyes were just getting smaller and smaller. And it was just like, how much concealer can you put the next day? Like, it was just like, go off. And I swear to God, I was not able to sleep in the room, even as exhausted as I was. So I really think they put it more than just in the casinos. I think it's even in the rooms.
Well, to be honest, what I've heard that is what they pump in the air of the casino is just extra oxygen, because extra oxygen
wakes you up.
Yeah, makes you feel more alert, makes you feel more awake. So, I mean, it could be a possibility that...
I even
but I don't know.
heard that there was like a lawsuit with Vegas or something because different smells will entice you to stay or gamble. And one of them is chocolate, apparently. And they had to remove that in the hotel because in the casino, because it was actually illegal, because people were not leaving, which is what you want, I guess, being like a casino owner. But at the same time, like, it's crazy. So yeah, I barely slept on this trip, but came back with more money than I left, which was zero when I left with. So we're happy about that.
It could have went two ways.
It could have went
two ways.
It could have went 2 days. 2 ways.
2 days.
Whoa,
No, 6 days.
No, 6 days. So yeah, we just like met a bunch of people there, and it's always fun when you go on a trip and you're ready to gamble and it's not your money.
So
that's what this trip was.
Yeah.
And
I feel like Vegas is like that though, because people are winning and it's all very blurry. It's very, go win me money. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, people don't see the value of money the same way you would if you're in Montreal where your bills exist.
For sure. Like, even for me, like, I could actually become a gambler. It's very scary. My friends were like, okay, like, get off the machine. Like, let's go. I always think I'm going to be that girl who wins. But this time I actually came back with money, which is really cool. And it wasn't my money I played with. So, like, when you play with a guy's money, I feel like you always have to state at the beginning, like, what happens? Where are we going here? Because I'm playing with, basically, you lose either way. You're giving me the money. And if I win, I still get it. And if we lose, and you lose it. And I didn't give you anything for it. So basically it's really fun being a girl. Yeah. In that sense. And it's also really fun playing with somebody who's rich, because when somebody doesn't feel the value of money, baby, I can get there too. Give me those fucking hundreds. And I think, I was hitting like $200 fucking hits, which is crazy in a slot machine. And I was doing like 3 at the same time. So I
want to know, like, did you win or did you just come out even, actually, now that I'm hearing you're playing?
No, we definitely came out on top. But guys, I came back with $12,000. So I'm fucking happy about that. And the guy got his money back and I took the rest. So.
Amazing. That's a fair deal. Honestly. Fair deal.
Yeah. But like, I can't explain to you when a guy literally a guy goes, here, let's go down with $15,000 and let's just spend it. It's like, hello, now you're talking my language. Like,
but also when somebody does that, you're like, okay, I pretend I play, I put this in my pocket and I know for sure that I'm leaving with 7 G's.
You don't think I thought of that? How can I take a stack of that and be like, I played it, actually, I lost it, can I have more?
But you always say, what if I make more on this?
100%.
And we always click the blue button.
Yeah.
And it's spend.
Yeah. And it's really fun. It's just really fun winning. And I understand how gamblers are gamblers. And I need to take a break from Vegas, because now that I won, I feel like it's even worse if I go back. It's like,
1,000,000%.
Now I'm like, I can't go hit the 20s, even if it's my money. I got to go with the 200s in that machine. Are you kidding?
Well, that's how, like, that's how, like, in when I worked at the casino, we did a whole class on, like, how to identify a gambler, how to, like, identify when it's an addiction, what to do, blah blah.
How do you identify somebody that's a gambler?
Okay, whoa, it was 6 years ago. Don't start quizzing me here, okay? So all I do know is that they would say, like, really the first time you win is, it's like anything. It's like drugs. The first time you do drugs, people are always chasing that same amazing high of the first time that they did drugs. It's the same thing with gambling. The first time you win money and you're like feeling this, because it's a high. It's literally an adrenaline high rush. And the first time you feel that, like what it feels like to win, you're always chasing that high. And the next time, let's say you win 5,000, you're not going to feel that same amazing feeling as before. So you're always chasing that.
It's so true. Like, even for the guy who handed me the money, when I won, I was excited. The guy didn't even flinch. You know what I mean? For him, it's like he throws hands of like literally 5 G's each time. Like, for me, it's like, woo, 10 G's.
1,000,000%. I used to, when I used to work in like the high roller section, which was like where the higher machines are and like the higher minimums and all that stuff, you would see a lot of people that were there regularly like win huge amounts. For me, like, I would see people win like 70K and I'm like what the fuck, this is amazing. And they're like, yeah, but guess how much I lost? You know what I mean? Like, for them, that 70K doesn't even cover their losses, but they don't even care because they're reaching for more.
I think there's no way of really winning in a casino. Casino's always going to come out on top. The only way you really win is if you put in that $5 you never gambled in your life and you just happen to hit 5 mil, you know? Like, and then even at that, are you going to stop after or are you going to keep playing?
Exactly.
It's just, it's a really fine line of like being able to say, I won money and I'm just going to take it and leave. 100%. And but yeah, no, it was super fun and it's very fun winning. And even like doing a strip club in Vegas is like really fucking insane, especially when you go with people who are like, let's just spend money. Veronica, the amount of money that was on the floor at the strip club, I was literally like, okay guys, I'm broke. Like, I get
put
it
on your wig and you said Katrina has entered the dance floor.
I was like, this is insane. Literally, you could not even see the floor. I was like, this is disgusting.
I would have been there with my sweep.
So I thought that. I was like, oh
broom.
my God. But what happens in the way they do it in Vegas is that you're not actually playing with real money. So every dollar gets changed into like Monopoly kind of money. So it's not even like I could be like, okay, I'm taking this. Veronica, there was wands and wands and wands. And I was just like, there was at least like 60K on the floor.
Crazy.
Insane.
Well, I
Vegas.
know where I'm applying, you know.
100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So
and let me tell you, you would have touched those ones, that girl would have slapped you in the face, and I would have done it too.
It's really hard when you show up with your little bag, even if you wanted to take the ones, and even if it wasn't Monopoly, how much can you possibly take? Even if you fill up your bag, you're gonna end up at it with $100.
Well, I want you to know, ones are very deceiving.
Yeah.
You see those people with their ones at the strip club, you're going, wait, that's what, 300?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's very you think you're leaving with a fucking robbery, but you're going home and you're getting $79.99.
Yeah. So as crazy as it is, but if you're gonna do a strip club, the only way to do it is to get the stacks ready, though. So
yeah,
it was fun.
I think that people shouldn't go to strip clubs unless they're willing to spend money. That's how I've always felt. It's like,
and especially if you're bringing girls there, like, you're actually just the music in the background. Like, we're the ones shooting the money. We're the ones having the fun. So I feel like men are just more watching when you bring girls. When you're not, you're probably getting like dances and stuff.
I was reading this tweet and I laughed out loud and I was like, it was like, how are men not gay? They literally go to a strip club just to get boners together. And I was like, you know what? Something's fishy about all that, actually, now that I think about it. Like, wait, what? You guys literally go there, sit with your smiles on your faces, getting turns on. Like,
oh my God, it's crazy.
Weird. This is the cutest dog in the world. I don't know why he's always asleep on the podcast. Like, can you wake up? Like, what the fuck, man?
Anyway, moving on from Vegas.
Yeah, moving on to our wigs. So, Halloween.
A slut's favorite holiday.
Absolutely. Honestly, Halloween is absolutely my favorite holiday.
I love to dress as a whore every other day, but on Halloween, for some fucking reason, it's socially acceptable, but at the same time, I still feel like people judge.
1,000,000%.
Right?
1,000,000%. But it's just like, if you're judging people on Halloween, not like we're about to just judge everybody else's costumes, but, you know, if you're judging people on Halloween for how slutty they're dressing, you're boring. Shut up.
You stay home and you give chocolates at your door.
To the kids. Like, shut up. I hate people. I also, like
Like, why can't we do both? Why can't we give chocolates, give back to the community, and also just like whores and go out?
Honestly, the chocolates is reserved for when I'm like 50. So don't ask me to hand out candy a day before I'm 50 because I'm not doing it. I'm dressing up till 50. Mark my words.
Also, I will be that house that gives full chocolate bars when I do decide to give chocolates.
I'm going to be the house that gives chips because you know me. I'm here for my chippies. But no, yeah. Halloween, you're allowed to be a slut. Like, I actually hate people who are so like, ugh, you like to dress up on Halloween. Like, I actually saw a meme that was like, if her favorite holiday is Halloween, red flag. I'm like, absolutely.
I am a red flag.
I am the red flag. I'll paint myself red right now.
My wig is red. I'm telling you, red flag.
But like, Halloween, just if your favorite holiday is Halloween, it just shows you're fun. You like to have fun.
It shows you like to like be creative.
Yeah.
Go out with your friends.
1,000,000%. Like, even guys, like, I'm over these guys who are like, I don't dress up. Like, I don't do Halloween. It's just like, bitch, do something, you know?
Yeah.
But also do the right thing because I'm picky about that.
I know. Because what? You hit a guy who just puts on fucking 2 chalkboards on their fucking cheeks and they're like, I'm a football player. It's like, you're a football player every other day of the year when you play on your team. Like,
1,000,000%.
Can't you think of anything more original?
Like, put your jersey back in the closet. We know that you play number 12.
But I also feel like straight guys don't really care about that. Like, they don't care about dressing up. It's more of a girl thing.
Yeah. They also don't care that they are football players the other 365 days of the year.
Guys are like, their girls tell them dress up, we're going somewhere. They're going the day of Halloween to the Halloween store and they're like, I'll be maybe a prisoner. I'll figure it out. Something that's like badass, cool.
Yeah. And their limits too is also like, don't put makeup on them.
Yeah.
And like, none of the colored hair things. Like, getting a guy to color their hair is like, how you need the hand of God. Like, it's literally like, but babe, like, why do we have to do that? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's fine. People are gonna know what I am. Like, why do I have to?
Yeah,
like, shut
I've
up.
been there.
Just be fun. Like, just
I've
be
been there.
fun.
Yeah.
You're there
but
with
then
the
there's
spray
like the
bottle and
guys
gun.
who like really, really do it. You're like, okay, calm down though.
But rare though.
Basically, you could never win.
You can never win. I feel like guys do this often. They'll like dress up. They'll like put a white t-shirt and like a mole and they're like, I'm Joe Jonas. And you're like, shut up. At that point, be no one.
Yeah.
Don't dress up.
Yeah.
If you're just going to say, I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, shut up. Just.
And then when they're like, you don't know what I am, like as if somebody's going to know what you are, sir. Like you literally did nothing that was part of the costume except put on Harry Potter glasses. Like, shut up.
No, I hate people like that.
But I feel like that's guys though. They're like, what can I be to still be myself?
Guys, I just got my DHL package as we speak. And you're going to hear about that in a little bit, in a smidge. Stay tuned. So guys, it's very what could I do, the minimum,
you know, like, yeah, so that's also annoying.
Yeah,
but I honestly don't care so much about what a guy does as long as my girls, we're all lined up, we're all in check, we're all figuring it out,
ready to go.
How do you feel about people who do costumes together?
Love it,
but like it could also be very cheesy if it's done terribly.
Yeah, but like obviously everybody has to do everything right.
Yeah.
But I hate people that dress up as like something so obscure and they're like you would never know what it is and it's the worst. Like I said, it's a white t-shirt and they're going, you don't know who I am?
Yeah, it's annoying.
And you're like, no. And they're like, you never watched How I Met Your Mother? And you're like, no, I didn't. Yeah. No, I didn't. And I don't know.
And I'm
who
really
you
somebody
are,
who doesn't
Steve.
take it insultively. I don't take any insults because every year I know what I am, and if somebody's gonna ask, I even ask my friends, I'm like, what do I tell them I am? Like, I always hit these like costumes that could be like 6 things, and I'm like, depends who comes up to me, I'll tell them something different.
You have to like pre-plan in advance though, like what you're gonna tell everybody because
like you were saying, it's either you choose to be original and people are gonna ask you what you are, or you go to the damn Halloween store and everybody knows who you are because everybody's doing that costume, but nobody asks you what you are.
Exactly. You gotta pick the route you wanna go.
Pick your battle.
But this year, however, I was fucking ready. I'm always ready for Halloween, but this year I was like pre-planned. This year I was like, I was still.
You put it in your budget.
I put in my budget. My sand was in my toes, and I was going, Halloween is around the corner. It was not. It was very far away, and I was there buying my costume. So guys, I've been wanting to do this costume. It's 2 years now, and COVID cock blocked me. Like, it cock blocked everyone with a lot of things.
Yep.
But it cock blocked me with this costume. And this year I was like, I don't care. I'm getting the costume. I don't even care if I go nowhere. I just need to do this costume.
Because you were going to do a photo shoot.
Yeah, so I planned on doing a photo shoot for it. But I was just like, I literally don't even care if I stay home. I just want to wear this costume so that I can get this idea out of my body. Because I've been planning it for so long. So in August, I decided to find somebody to custom make my costume. Which is like, okay, Veronica, you love Halloween. Shut up. Like, who custom makes their costume? Me. Okay? Me. Mm-hmm. So I ordered it. It was like $300 plus shipping plus everything. But it didn't hurt so bad because I was like, I'm getting this Halloween fee out of the way in August.
Which makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like by the time October comes, I spend $0 on Halloween. Even though that costume was still $300.
Yep.
Still feels like zero because the bill, it came a long time ago. So I kind of, helped myself out in that route. But the kicker is it's October 22nd and I don't have my costume.
Don't we just love that? A big old pause.
The universe said, babe, you wanna plan?
I think it's literally the universe saying nobody starts buying their costumes in August, babe. You're gonna actually pay for it now.
The universe said, take a seat, honey. Okay? Nobody orders in August because you're not getting it.
Well, it's almost like the girl probably said, I have so much time to do yours. Now it's like August.
Now put my order at the back.
Now it's like October and it's all the way at the back.
And on top of it, on her Insta, it's like no refunds for missed deadlines. But guys, I was ordering in July.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, August. I was ordering so long ago that I'm like, this doesn't apply to me because there is no chance that I'm not getting this in 3 months. Guys, August.
So what happens
October.
if you get it November 1st? Because technically October 31st is on a Sunday. So what if you get it Monday?
Listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing, but let me tell you, whatever it's gonna
be. A
bitch
is dead.
Yeah, whatever it's gonna be, somebody's dying and I'm mad. Like, the emotion is anger. Like, I don't want to. I get a shipment on November 1st for Halloween. I don't want to see that shit. DHL better bring it back before they even ring my doorbell because I don't want to know about it. I can't make eye contact with a costume that came a day late. Like, it's
but
like
even receiving it October 31st is late. Like, I need to plan everything.
Yeah. And also, Halloween is on a Sunday this year. So they really said, you need to have your costume not only the day before, but 2 days because shipping stops on Friday.
So I feel like a loser to tell you now that I'm making 3 costumes. And my third one was the only one that I had got that it was already made. Mm-hmm. So that one I had ordered and I was like, sick. It's different. So they didn't have a small or medium. So I had to take, they didn't have an extra small. So I had to take a medium/large. And I was like, whatever. I'll order it now. I'm settling because I really want it and I'll get it adjusted by my seamstress. Mm-hmm. So I was in Vegas. I was in New York. I was in Toronto. They tried attempting the delivery several times. I was not there. So I have not received my package. Okay. And it makes me angry because I'm getting the sticker on my door, but I'm not getting the costume. Okay.
It's like, it's right there.
It's right there. I'm just not there to get it. And anyway. So now today I'm like, okay, where's my costume now? If I need to bring it to the seamstress, I need it. They're like, apparently I call UPS and I'm thinking they just brought it to, what do you call it? The UPS place.
Center, I guess.
Center. And I'll just go pick it up. And now they're like, no, we're sending it back to the sender. I'm like, I'm doing the calculations now. I'm like, if they send it back to the sender, by the time they send it back, there's no way I'm getting it and getting it fixed. There's actually no way. Mm-hmm. So I'm harassing people on the phone saying, don't bring my shipment back. So now I'm gonna find out on Monday if I'm getting that shipment. If not, I actually have 2 costumes for New York and I'm fucking pissed. And the cat costumes that everybody hates, that's unoriginal, is gonna be me for one night. So don't even talk to me.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel bad for you.
No.
I don't feel bad for you.
Veronica, you put all your eggs in one basket. I didn't.
You're right. I did do that, but I couldn't have seen how, like, I was so, guys, for the longest time, like, once it started being like Halloween, like late September, like, everybody's like, hey, what are you wearing? What are you doing? And everybody was like, oh, Veronica, you're doing, your costume, because I told everybody I ordered this costume.
Right.
And I was like, so chilled. I was just waiting for my costume to arrive at my door. No stress. And let me tell you, stress. So
Yeah.
I'm fucking pissed about that. But, and I'm definitely not being a cat. I don't care what happens.
Yeah.
I will never be a cat. There is a long list of no costumes, and cat is number 2.
Yeah.
Halloween is around the corner, literally around the corner.
It's really coming up soon.
It's, it's pretty much here.
And we're pretty much in wigs.
Yeah. And we pretty much do what we do every year and be slutty and not scary.
Right. But like now that we have our wigs, we're like super, super hairy.
Yeah. And it would be like a really good thing if these wigs were down there?
What, Veronica?
It would be heading over to manscaped.com, getting myself a nice lawnmower 4.0, a weed whacker 4.0, any of the above to figure out my situation. If I was, a male with a wig down there, a Rapunzel.
An electric razor. Don't we all need one?
Absolutely. Manscaped is the best in below the waist grooming. So head on over, find yourself a ball razor, ball toner, ball preserver. They've got everything. And we got a discount for you.
Yes, guys. Use our discount code ChemicalX at checkout to receive 20% off your entire order. So anything you might want for your boyfriend, your dad,
Your dog.
anybody, your dog, your wig. Use our discount code ChemicalX at checkout to receive 20% off your entire order and free shipping. That's free shipping worldwide at manscaped.com.
Say trick or treat to your new Halloweenie.
Our second sponsor for today is one that you guys are always familiar with because it's what really makes our setup. Neonific, guys, the best custom signs you can get anywhere. We have custom signs that you can get, or you can get pre-made signs. But either way, you're going to be lit if you have one.
As you can see here, we are full of color. So go to Neonific, get any color neon sign that you want, and receive 10% off with our discount code ChemicalX at checkout. And not only do you get 10% off, but you also get free shipping. So head over to neonific.ca and get that discount.
I hate people, girls and guys, who are like,
Milo?
she's dressed like as a whore for Halloween, like she shouldn't be in that. Like, why are people so angry, and why do they take it personal? Like, leave me alone.
I mean, I'm ready to judge anyone's costume, but like if you
It's
judge
one
people-
thing though to judge a costume based on like the quality and potential it has versus like to rip somebody for having a sick costume just because it's slutty. Shut up.
Well, I just think at that point, just say you're boring. Just say what you are and just say, I'm boring. And that's why I hate people who have fun and go out for Halloween and dress slutty.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. Like, I do get the people who say like Halloween should be scary. Like, it's really cool when a girl could do like a really crazy costume and you don't even recognize them. I appreciate those kind of costumes.
Yeah.
But like, I'm in my 20s. Leave me alone. I want to have sex. Shut the fuck up.
And you're not getting banged as Chucky.
Exactly. Thank you.
I mean, look, I agree. You could do the scary, do what you want, but don't be one of those like, ugh, you're one of those girls who dresses slutty. Ugh, could never be me. I'm like, shut up. Literally, shut up.
Yeah.
Do your fangs and call it a day. And don't talk to me. Like,
So
we're going to be a
true.
witch. Ooh, so scary. But me, it's, what's her name? That does her big house. She's known for Halloween, the celebrity there. What's her name?
Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum. Last year she was Shrek. Like, honestly,
Okay,
like, babe,
but-
like,
But one thing about Heidi Klum is every year she does a party in New York. So I'm not saying I'm going to it, but if
You might
anybody
be
wants to
outside
give
of
me,
it.
if anybody wants to give me tickets to that, I will definitely go. She really, like, anything she does, she actually gets like skin incorporated on her face. She actually like changes her whole face shape. She really goes all out, and I could definitely appreciate somebody who goes all out for Halloween.
for sure. But it's just like, honestly, I feel like at a certain point when it's too perfect, it's almost like I'm over it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if you're buying the literal Superman suit that they used in the movie, like, disqualified. Like, that doesn't count anymore because there's no creativity involved.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I agree
It's
with
like
that.
when you have literally the special makeup artist making you Shrek, like
Yeah.
as if you just walked off screen. Like, it's like, okay, you're a whole different ball game, ma'am. Like, you got the goods
She
that
is,
I don't
though.
have. Like,
She is,
it's
though.
not even the same competition. Like,
Yeah.
you know. But
I
no, she's
think
definitely-
I'm struggling over the years of wanting to do costumes that are still creative, still sexy, but still original. It's tough. As the years
is.
go by, you know, you do a lot of costumes. You're running low there.
Well, especially we always go to this one like Halloween costume rental store, and every year we say this is the last year we're going, and every year after we end up right back over there.
You know what's so annoying about every time we go to that Halloween store? It's that you're renting a costume, so people automatically think it's cheaper. No, it's always more expensive when you're renting. You go there before Halloween, put aside your costume, but you can't actually take it. You have to come back like a couple days before Halloween to grab it. Then you bring it home. Then Halloween's done. You want to throw it in the garbage. You have to drive all the way there back to give it to them. Hopefully you didn't get any like you didn't get paint on it, or they're gonna charge your credit card. It's just like this whole annoying and then if you don't bring it back by like November 1st, you're getting charged like
1,000,000%.
There's so many things to worry about when you're getting it rented that just make it yourself.
Just make it yourself, honestly. But there's no way to go. Like, I remember the first time I went to the costume rental store, I was like, wow.
I know, because the
so
options
many
are so endless.
The options were endless. And then 6 years later, I know damn well what they have in that store. And I've done every cool one. If it wasn't me, it was one of my bitches who did it. And it's off the limits for me. So really, how many cool costumes are left? Not many. Not many, I must say. So anyways, no matter how you plan, guys, clearly it's... nobody gives a fuck because you're not getting your costume and you're like me and you're crying even though you planned 3 months in advance.
Yep.
There's just no winning. And to make matters worse and to just like add fire to the flames.
Add fuel to the fire.
Add fuel to the fire. Just to add fuel to the fire. Right now, for some reason, one of my TikToks is like getting a lot of traction, and it's one that I made a couple of months ago about my Halloween costume last year, which was a literally $20 Fashion Nova It costume that apparently everybody fucking loves, and they're all asking me, where'd you get these shorts? Where'd you get this? What size did you get? I'm like, babe, like, leave me alone. You know what? Leave me alone.
You're like, I'm not getting my costume this year. I'm not helping nobody else.
I'm not helping nobody out. That's number one. Number two, you're so crazed about a $20 costume you could get on Fashion Nova. Comes with the kit. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm worrying about my real costume here. Like, that was something
that I had
just
a
did.
photo shoot planned for.
Literally, like, it's just life fucks you.
Yeah.
But speaking about TikTok,
And I also feel like only a selective few will understand the work and the idea behind a really cool costume versus like just having a sick Fashion Nova costume.
And that's the problem is, you know, the Fashion Nova ones, they're always the ones that make a bang and get you banged and, you know, all of the above.
Yep.
And it's always the ones that we, like you said, every rhinestone is personal and everybody goes, cool. What are you?
Yeah.
And you're like, never mind. I fucking hate Halloween. I take it back. I fucking hate it. But yeah, so speaking of TikTok, I was scrolling through the other day and I saw this girl. She's like a big makeup artist on TikTok and she like always posts these like product reviews, okay? But I'm not like a big, like there's only been a couple of makeup products that I've really bought from people saying that they're good. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty picky with that. But she posted this like sick flakes eyeshadow. It was just so cool. And I was like, you know what? Halloween, whatever. I'm working in the club now. Like, I want this. Like, this is sick. So she sold me with her video and I said, beauty, link in bio. I clicked. And I went to buy it and I was just getting this, like, honestly, it's the coolest thing ever. So I'm buying it. It's $25 and I'm like, okay, not bad, you know, because sometimes you go click that link and it's, you know, $80 and you go, never mind. I'm canceling out real fast.
Yeah.
But 25, I'm like, okay, doable. Like, it's a fun thing. Let me just...
I mean, for eyeshadow, it's cheap.
Yeah, I was like, let me just get it, whatever. So I find it. I'm putting in my PayPal information and I just click confirm and it just straight goes through. So I'm like, perfect. And then I look back on the tab like quickly because I see $55 and I'm like, wait, what? So I just look back and I see like the total confirmation page that I just clicked pay and it was confirmed.
Yeah.
I see the total confirmation page says $25. I'm like, okay. And then I see $30 flat rate shipping. So my total was $55 in US dollars, which in Canadian is $152. And I'm going, no, the shipping was more expensive than my product. And it was too late at that point because once you click confirm, it's already out of your credit card.
I'm not taking the time to message anybody.
No. I'm not messaging nobody.
You have already told yourself why exactly it's not a want and it's a need.
It's a need.
So it's over.
It's over.
You already imagined yourself wearing it in the nightclub for Halloween. Like, you did all that.
I did the visualization. I was too far gone at that point. I already made like the purchase decision.
Yeah.
And once I clicked confirm and that money got sucked out of my credit card, I wasn't about to start saying $30. Yeah. But I was extremely upset about it. Because then I'm calculating, I'm going, okay, like this is actually a $75 eyeshadow.
Yeah.
And not only like, yes, it's cool, but is it cool worth $75? The $25 plus the $5 shipping I was cool with. Like that was like I was gonna get my worth out of it. But 75?
Yeah, that's a lot.
But guess what? Still came before my Halloween costume, so
I just feel like Halloween is one of those things where when you plan so hard for it, it ends up being like the worst night. We've tried everything. We've done Halloween so many times.
We've done house parties.
I honestly feel like my most fun times were the times where I was like, this year, like, I'm gonna figure it out. I think one year when I was a lot younger and it was like not really a thing to like accept a flight from a guy and like, no, you're not gonna take a flight. I was like, I was a lot younger. And one of my friends was like, these guys are doing Miami for Halloween and we don't really have plans and they want to like fly us out to do Halloween with them. Like, are you down? I was like, you know what? Doesn't sound like the worst idea.
I could finally whip out my bikini Cinderella costume.
You know what I mean? I feel like now I can actually dress like a slut for Halloween and be judged less than being in Montreal. I'm in. And that was that one period where I was working in the club that one day.
Happened to be the one day.
Yeah, so we were both working in the club at two different clubs. So we're like, we're going to finish at 3:30. Our flight's at 5:30 in the morning. We're going to go. We're going to do Halloween. We're literally there for like not even 48 hours. Oh, wow. We're going to do Halloween and then we're just going to come back and
nobody will ever know we left.
Nobody will ever even know we left. And what am I going to tell my parents? Because I'm young. I'll just tell them I'm at a chalet. It's Halloween. I'm going with my friends. And you know, this was that time where it's like, I was nervous to even say that because if I would have told my mom, yeah, well, these guys want to pay our flight. She's like, listen, lady, you're staying here. You're not even doing Halloween in Montreal. So I lied. And when you're nervous and you're lying, you normally get caught. So I did the whole like block everyone I think that can, you know, retract back to my mom. But my mom was grocery shopping on the Saturday while I was in Miami posting. And who does she bump into? One of my friend's moms who's saying, oh, your daughter's in Miami. She's like, no, she's not. She's at a chalet with her friends. And lo and behold, I got a call in Miami from my mother saying, call me immediately. And I just knew. I knew. What are you doing in Miami?
Crazy.
It's too late, Mom. I'm already here. And anyways, that just happened to be a trip that was not really planned. And it was really, really fun. We had our own hotel room. And we just like went out, had 2 slutty costumes. And just had so much fun.
You finally didn't have to wear the fucking turtleneck under your costume to ruin it all.
Exactly. And it was just like so much fun. And I think the funnest part was definitely the fact that, you know, their credit card was attached to the hotel room. So any, you know, room service we did was just, you know, comped like we like it. So I was just ordering carrot cake, everything. I'll never forget though. I ordered all this food and I was like, babe, don't go to bed. Like, we're going to eat this. She knocks out. I'm just eating all my food lonely in my costume.
You know what's funny? There's something so satisfying about being able to order room service and not even like
have to flinch.
Like, you don't even like it's just that room service vibes. I can't explain it.
I think it just comes with getting a room. It's like so exciting. So
and what's the motto? Everything tastes better when it's free.
Everything tastes better when it's free. And mark our words, we're making a top that says that.
But no, Halloween is a bit like New Year's. It's very like the more you plan it, the worst night you're gonna have.
Yeah.
I remember a long time ago, one of my first Halloweens like clubbing, when I got over my teenage phase. I think I was 17 because I was still underage and I was like still worried about not getting in. And there's nothing
badass.
worse, guys, there's nothing worse than putting your heart and soul into a costume and you don't even know if you're getting into the club. Like
But that's a rush that we could never feel again, and I miss that.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But still, I would take that back.
Yeah.
So it was one year and it was me, my gay best friend and his boyfriend, and we had all done matching costumes together, but we had done like full face paint, skeleton, but like even till the chest, like I had done all their face paint. We were like, it looked amazing, don't get me wrong, it was so cool, but it was, you know, hours of work to get this costume together, guys. And who saw the costume? The bouncer outside the club, because we never made it in. And what did we do that Halloween? We went right back home.
Honestly, my rule is like, as long as I put in all my work in my costume, I get a picture. I don't give a fuck what happens with the night. I don't care if my makeup flies off, my eyelashes. I'm having the best time, literally in a cabano. Like, I don't care. The picture is got. I don't care about the rest.
Well, that's what I realized, and that's what I came.
And that's why we live in a fake world.
Well,
social media, don't believe it.
I came to terms with that this year because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm just a content creator. I just want to do this sick shoot. I just want to do this sick creative outfit. And I realized that it's not even to go out in the club in it. It's just to get that fun, creative picture. And that's what I love to do. So this year, I am not going out of my costume because I'm not getting it. But I'm also doing a photo shoot in it because what do they say? Call a spade a spade. Call a spade a spade. And I'm
Do you remember that time we did Halloween together and we went to a club and I think I was dressed as a stupid panda, like a slutty panda.
No, a polar bear.
Wait, what did you do?
I was in a sick costume. It was a genie. Do you remember that?
Oh my god, that was a really nice costume.
That's like, you're a polar bear, babe.
But you know what it was? I think it was actually the year that I did Halloween and I had already done my costumes and I had come back and it happened to be like on a Monday, Halloween.
Yeah.
And then I just was like, who has a costume for me?
That was exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And we went to this random club with these two guys, these two friends. I feel like this is our origin story of when we became friends or something.
Oh my god. And also like what a time to be alive. We were both single at the same
That's what I'm
time.
saying.
Don't remember a time like that.
That was way back when. And we were talking to these two guys that were friends, which is like, you know.
Double date. That's like a girl's best,
you know, scenario.
Yeah.
But let me tell you. So we're talking to these two guys that are friends. We decide to all go out together for Halloween. And we're in the club, guys. And Halloween is one of those things where, like we said last time, you never really know which day is going to be the day.
It's going to be the hit. Yeah.
So it was like the Halloween night and we just decided to go out and we weren't sure. Was it going to be crazy? Was it not? It was not. It was not going to be crazy. So we're in this club that's virtually empty, with these two guys that ends up being the most annoying humans that ever existed in our life.
So annoying.
Like, me and Alessia are hiding in a photo booth just because we're like, I cannot stand. No. And guys, this night was the night that I had the worst kiss of my life. I could say, hands down, top one worst kiss of my life. The guy that my guy was just not, like, I remember, you know, sometimes you could like fake it and you could just be like, oh, that was really bad. Like, this was one of those
Maybe he was drunk.
Yeah, this was one of those things that I was like, I physically cannot be here. Like, I remember,
and that's why we were hiding in a photo
down
booth
the street away from them, because I was like, I cannot put my body through that again. It was just so bad. Like,
okay, wait, explain. What was so bad about it? Did he go in with too much tongue, or it was not even a tongue situation?
It wasn't a tongue situation. It was very like,
was he coming in like a frog?
He was coming in lips like
ew, like
fish,
lips open.
Like a fish, like lips open, mouth too open, and like it was almost like a suction on my. Do you know what I mean? Like,
ew.
It was almost like that. Like, and I was just like, ah. And I realized that I don't think people know when they're a bad kisser, because there's no, like,
Because no one's really going to tell them.
but it's not even
You only
that, it's
really
just-
tell somebody if they're a good kisser. If they're bad, you just run away.
But if you're going in guns hot, lips open like that, you must think you're Brad Pitt to be coming in.
I
Like,
don't
you must think you have
know.
the skills to be going like what, but when you give me no option for like what I can
Because
do,
you know what it is? When a guy is a bad kisser, it automatically makes you a bad kisser. Because
1,000.
how do you work with something that's not working? You know what I mean?
All your gameplays went out the fucking window
Yeah.
because I don't know how to work when I'm already inside the mouth. here.
Yeah.
Like usually it's two lips touching. Like I never learned this game. Anyways, it was a horrific
So he
night.
can easily say you're a terrible kisser too.
1,000,000%. He's listening to this go, me? Bitch, you were the bad kisser. So listen, if you're listening, you were the bad kisser, okay? Let's just get one thing straight, okay? I get good reviews otherwise.
Except when she gives Google reviews.
Google. I still haven't made my review from last time, and let me tell you who's getting another review, and it's my Halloween costume girl. So I have a to-do list.
have homework.
Here. Yeah, I have to do some studying here. It's very hard because I'm also screenshotting our messages just in case, like I could have the tea when I need it.
Yeah. So let's talk about the worst costumes a girl could do. And I'm just going to start it off by saying, if you are a cop for Halloween, stay home.
And also, like, in this day and age where no one even likes cops anymore, like, nobody, that sexy cop, the gangster you're going for, he doesn't want to see nothing with you. Like, babe, I got news for you. You're better off dressing up like a prisoner.
Okay, give us a second one.
Well, cop is number one. And
Yeah.
but I have to be honest, though, if we're on the cop topic, they're getting creative with these costumes because I saw one today and I
Honestly,
said,
they're
pretty cute.
They're nice.
They're nice.
The new ones, they're slutty and they're nice.
The
But
cop-
still, stay home.
stay home. Just stay home. Don't be a cop. Like,
For me, it's like cop, nurse,
nerd. I just remembered nerd.
or
When people
like
used to dress like a nerd.
schoolgirl. Like, come on.
One that like really
Irks you?
irks. Only because it was so big when we were in high school, and I haven't seen people do it like so much as people used to. Okay.
Yeah.
What was that sentence?
I don't know.
I said we used to. I haven't seen many people do it because it used to be very popular. But in high school, everyone used to dress up as a slutty sailor, and they weren't
done
the
that.
nicest costumes. But if I see a sailor, I'm knocking that hat so far off of your head. Like, no. That's
And
not allowed
always
in
like, I don't know
2021.
if it was just in my time, but the sailor outfit, the hat always looked like a chef hat. It never like fit properly.
It was never the sailor hat that you wanted. It was
Yeah.
always like this boat.
Cone.
And you had to put it on with pins. Like,
Oh my
also,
God.
what's it? Oh, one that I'm sad about that I actually missed the boat on because every year there's that movie that comes out and everyone dresses up that year.
Yep.
So this year it's Squid Game. We're just gonna agree that everyone's showing up as a Squid Game character this year.
For sure.
And there's gonna be the slutty Squid Game character too in her one piece with her number. There's gonna be everything. But if you want to dress up as Squid Game, I would say this is the year because once you surpass the year the movie came out,
Yeah.
you just can't
You're
do
old
it.
news.
You're old news. You cannot do it
Yeah.
anymore. And that is exactly the case with Harley Quinn. And
Oh,
I
that's
missed
true.
my fucking chance, man.
Yeah.
I missed my
And it sucks
chance.
because some of the costumes could be done really cool, but you missed the year on it.
You're
no.
fucked. It's
Yeah.
because I missed the first year, and then the second year I was like, well, too many people did it. And then the third year, because people did it again that year, and then the third year, and then I'm like, well, at this point I could have done it fucking 10 times. Because,
Yeah.
You know?
And what
But-
about guys? What do guys do as costumes that really irk us? For me, it's like prisoner or like football player.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Anything that you go in your closet and you take and you put it on.
Yeah, like I have a
and do
jersey,
no
I'll just be
modifications
this.
and say, I'm this. I hate you.
Yeah.
And I'm talking directly to my trainer right now because he said, I'm going to be a football player because I still have my football uniform. I said, you're a loser. You're actually a loser. I hate people like you. Like, I need some sort of, like, even if you mismatch something or be a dead football player, be something to say you tried.
But at the same time, it's like we judge girls more because girls think more into this than guys. I feel like guys don't really think about Halloween the same way girls do. Like they say, girls, it's our time to stand out, to be the sluts.
I feel like it's attractive, though, when a guy is not afraid to dress up.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's really not a red flag, but I think when I see a guy who's so like, ugh, like, ew, and I get it, it's not your personality, whatever, but if you're like the one person, like, let's say we're going to a costume party and you're the one person
who doesn't
not
dress
dressed
up,
like, you're actually more of a loser to do that. Like, I find that so embarrassing. And like
you want to act so mature and like
so
it's
cool.
so young for people to do that, but you're there and you're actually the loser.
You're the loser. Like, and I hate people
I think
like
if you really are not somebody part of the Halloween spirit, just stay home.
Yeah.
Like, don't try and go out for the night while everyone's dressing up and rain on everyone's parade.
1,000,000%.
So.
Because that's the reason why I'm embarrassed showing up with my 10 feet horns, because Jim and Joe decided not to fucking dress up, and now I look like a loser because you guys are no fun. But I got a lot to say on Halloween, I'm gonna be honest here.
I know. When it comes to Halloween, it's always like, what are my friends doing? What's the best plan?
But also, how can I keep my options open but still go to the best plan? Because it's like, Halloween is the type of thing where there starts being tickets involved, and it's like
a 3-day thing normally.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to say I'm buying a ticket for this party, but then everybody ends up at the other party, but then that party's sold out because you already, there's a lot
and
of
then you're going out
mathematics
normally
involved.
3 days for Halloween and you want to hit the best party and you want to wear your best costume for the best party, but you never know. It's always a gamble.
Speaking of gambling, basically Halloween is New Year's. That's what it is. Halloween is New Year's, and the most fun you're gonna have is when you end up at the dep.
For sure. It's the party you least expect that you just go to and it's super fun. But I feel like, like we were saying, it's very hard to lock into a plan that's like tickets.
Yeah.
Because we've done that. We did like this whole like huge McGill. We think like, okay, we're just going to go to an open bar, a crazy party, and like, we're not going to have to think so much of the night, you know, because you want to go somewhere where you're like, everything's kind of planned. You don't want to have to be like bar hopping and then you end up not getting in the club and then your night ends up being at home.
1,000,000%.
But then you do something like that and then sometimes it just doesn't hit.
It's just,
you're like, what is this party? I want to leave. And then you still end up as the person who had the plans at home.
Exactly.
So just be in good company.
Literally. Honestly, the funnest Halloween I ever had was a Sunday. It was the last time that Halloween was on a Sunday. And it was a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday at La Voûte, and I dressed up in my bathing suit. That was like a Barbie bathing suit that I had for some reason.
Yeah.
I threw it on. I called myself Barbie.
That was a fun night.
And I had the funnest Halloween I've ever had. I still to this day get people stop me and say, oh my God, I remember you. You were Barbie at La Voûte 4 years ago. And I'm like, you know what? I'm doing all this bricolage to what? To stay home.
Yeah.
To stay home and not have a good time.
Yeah,
But
I think
I'm
even
still
for
gonna do
me,
it.
like New York, this like next week for Halloween, I'm stressed. I don't really know that many people. And now I'm bringing my gay.
Who's your connection when you're in line either?
Oh my God. I mean, I'm not so worried about that, but it's just like, for example, okay, I have a guy there who's like a promoter who's like, come out with us. So my gay best friend is happy. He's excited. He's like, hey, we have our plans. We're set. But then I'm talking to like the local New Yorkers and they're like, I wouldn't go to that party if I were you. Like, no, like nobody who lives in New York goes there. And I'm just like, push pull. Like,
You're ending up in a cab with your cat ears on, babe.
exactly. All this to say, guys, Halloween, rar.
Literally. It's the sluts holiday. I'm here for it.
Yes.
I love it. And my biggest shock was that not every country celebrates Halloween. And it's actually pretty much only Canada and the US. But you know what? We got to do our countries proud and keep throwing our tits out.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode on Halloween and our good and bad experiences.
Literally. Next week I will have short hair again. Don't be fooled by this very realistic looking wig. It's not real.
And next week I might have dyed my hair ginger red. So
I actually love it. It suits
I
me
know.
so well.
I was actually very worried about doing red hair because I'm not really that girl. Whenever I do a costume, I always try and still be able to keep my hair the same color because I feel like wigs get very scary on me. But
wigs get scary when it's 3 a.m. and the lights come on and your hairline starts here.
it's because you know what the thing is when you do a wig, you better have something to cover the part that's going to make it look fake. Bandana and a nice, magician hats.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much. We hope you guys enjoy your Halloween. If you're a basic loser who judges people who dress up, then just unsubscribe. But
Don't actually. If you're a loser who, still subscribe.
you're still allowed here.
Veronica,
but-
we need it.
yeah, you're still allowed, but maybe we don't like you. We like you a little